everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Elle. I own and run my own small business, Our Forever Utopia, where I sell colourful dopamine decor that hopefully makes you smile. And today we're doing a packing video. If you are new here, how things work is basically I do shop restocks. I usually either sell out, close to sell out, or I just sell a lot of items at once in a specific drop. And then it takes me about like 3 to 4 days to work on all of the clay pieces. So I have all of my little ceramic vases have add-on clay pieces. So that was the lemon and lime. We have blueberry. I'm going to put my glasses back on because I can't see a thing. What else do we have? We have custard cream and iced ring. So it takes me about 3 or 4 days to work on all of the clay for the orders, and then obviously drying time on top of that, and then I can start painting all of the items. If there is items like the rainbow Dalmatian, this obviously doesn't have any clay on, so I start them orders straight away. Anything that I can do straight away, I do that. And yeah, then I start painting everything, painting all the clay, adding it all on, and then I have a huge packing session. And then I kind of do that a second time, so I'll do all of the painting again and then a second packing session. And usually it takes me, I try and aim for 2 weeks. I give customers up to 2 weeks usually. Sometimes I extend it if I've done a bigger restock, to get all of the orders out. And one of the things that takes the longest time is packing the orders. So today's Sunday and I've set aside a good chunk of time to get all of these orders packed up. This is the first lot of orders that are going out from my most recent restock, which was the 24th of July. And my next restock is the 16th of August at 7 PM, and today is the 2nd of August, so I have up until then to get all of these orders out. This is probably maybe like half of them, I think, so I'll have another session like this. But I thought we could pack together, and I'm excited to get, it's such a relief because it's so overwhelming having all of these orders like waiting to be packed, knowing that they're ready to go. I just need the like time to pack them, and once they're all packed and they literally leave my studio, I know they're on their way to the customer, and it's such like a relief seeing the order numbers go down on Shopify. And yeah, I'm very excited. So I'm gonna first show you the setup that we've got going on, and then I've already printed the labels, so I'm gonna match the labels up with the orders, so then I'll know which boxes I need to go and grab from upstairs, like what size boxes, and then we can get straight on with packing them all. So this is what my dining room table is currently looking like. If I'm doing a huge packing session like this, I find it so much easier and less stressful to work down here, because obviously my studio upstairs is the smallest room in the house, and it just is a lot. I usually end up on the landing, and it's just much easier, so much more space down here. So this is what it's looking like. We have mostly square orders because I've not actually worked on the tall vases yet, the biscuits and the sunflowers, etc. I've not done them yet, so it's mostly squares. A lot of my favourites here as well. My current favourite, I think, is the custard cream stripe, and also this, I feel like, will be my all-time favourite, the rainbow Dalmatian. I just love that one. I can't explain how excited I am to get these first Grandma's Biscuit canvases out and in people's homes, and hopefully people love them. So we have some of the canvases there. I did like a really small drop for them because they obviously take quite a lot to make. So that is the first ones. There's 2 more upstairs, and that is the first lot going out until I restock them on the 16th. Then we have some biscuit magnets that need packing up here, a few frames. Most of the frames that are upstairs I can't pack today because they have like another item with them that hasn't been made yet. Then we have a couple of biscuit coasters from my last pre-order slots, probably like three weeks ago now, so I need to get them packed up and sent out. We have a random little bob and bud. Then we have some more of the buds here, ice cream, avocado, the iced rings, custard, jam, the twin cherries, the brand new one. And yeah, that is what we're looking like so far. I've got these new ribbons to pack up the art with, which I think I'm going to pack them last and make some like short form content as well with them. Then we have scissors, fragile tape, the tissue paper that I put in to just make the packages look more colourful. It's a little bit more protection, and yeah, I love adding that little bit of branding. In my 2 baskets, I've got some logo stickers that I'm going to add on to when I'm packing those up on the tissue paper. And then I don't need them on the bottom of vases anymore because I've got my new stamp, which I think I mentioned in the last, oh, it's not focusing. I think I mentioned in the last video, but I got some pink ink for it now, so it looks even more Our Forever Utopia. So all of them are now stamped, which I'm sorry, I'm late to the game, but I think that's so cool. Yeah, logo stickers. We have the warning labels and also care cards in there as well. I'll show you them properly when we get to packing. And then we have the thank you postcards and business cards in that basket. And yeah, so the first thing I'm going to do is write everybody's name onto the thank you card, and then we can match all of the labels up with the orders, and then like I said, I can go and see what boxes we need to grab from upstairs. I've got my stack now of all of the labels and thank you cards together, and now it's the mission of matching them up with the Shopify order against what the customer has ordered. This bit takes, I find this bit quite satisfying, but it does take a while because I've got to go obviously search each name of like through the orders and match it up. So let's get that bit done, and then I'll know how many boxes and what size boxes to go and grab. Here's what the table is now looking like, and if my calculations are correct, I need 24 of my 9x6x6, I need 13 of the 12x9x6, and then I need 2 of these white ones and then 1 of the flat white ones. So it's going to be so boring for you all to sit and watch me tape up these boxes, so I'm going to find something to watch or maybe listen to and get all of these taped up. And in 3, 2, 1, that was a lengthy process, but we have assembled boxes and the first pieces of like paper in to soak up any impact. Now I'm so hot, so warm. Now it's time to put the tissue paper in. So how I'm going to do this bit is different to what I would usually do, only slightly. Usually I would put the paper in, bubble wrap the items and then put them straight in, but because obviously everything is content these days, I'm going to put all the tissue papers in and then just place the items in so that you can still see them, to take some pictures of all the orders laid like this. And I'm also going to film me for some short form content, putting each vase into the box as well. And then I'm going to come back to you guys and we're going to sit at the table because my knees are hurting from sitting on the floor, my back's hurting, and we're going to pack each order up, see what each customer ordered and add all the little bits in. I've just packed up the very first Grandma's Biscuit canvas art, 3D art. The first one was Ellie's and I did pack it for some short form content, and now I'm gonna pack the rest of them on this vlog. It's so hard to like keep up with everything, like where am I do not know. So I've got the cute little ribbon and pink tissue paper that is the perfect match for them. So cute. So I'm using the tissue paper first, just because it honestly looks cute and it'll give it that little bit of protection as well. And then I'm just folding the sides over, sticking one of my new stickers on. I got this new roll of Munbin. It's kind of like a gradient pink and blue. And then I just used the app to create the little logo, and that's going in the middle there. I have the thank you card that I'm just sort of slotting in. And then I am putting a warning in with these ones. There technically isn't small parts, but I do want to just make it clear that they look pretty realistic, the biscuits, so they're not edible, and to obviously keep away from children. So that's going in, and then also a business card. And then the ribbon. So I'm just kind of like laying the ribbon down and guessing. I really should do like I should really measure it to see that most of them are getting the same amount of ribbon, but I am the worst at tying bows as well. I do this thing which I always done when I was tying my shoes, and I do like 2 bows. It's the only way I can tie a bow. So I just kind of faff around with it a little bit until it looks something like a little bow, and then I'm going to trim if I need to. I mean, whether they look like bows or not, I don't really know. So that is what they're looking like when I pack them up like that. And then I am bubble wrapping them, obviously. I do not want these to have any breakages, so and then once it's got the bubble wrap on, I'm then just popping it in its box, and then again paper over the top. And fingers crossed these arrive in one piece, because that will be a disaster if they don't. But we're not going to put that out there because I've packed them well and they're all going to arrive in one piece. That is another one down. Thank you. That one was Siobhan. Thank you, Siobhan. Next up, we are going to pack Gales. I've also just had, I mean, a disaster's a slightly strong word to use, but basically this customer didn't realise the wait time for my handmade coasters. So initially she already thinks she's been waiting longer, which technically obviously she hasn't, but from her point of view she didn't realise that the postage was so long, but she was completely fine with it. And then I'd said to her that this is the wait time and this is the date they're going to ship, which was last Tuesday I think. And then she's messaged me today, which is obviously Sunday, saying sorry to bother you again but they've still not arrived. And I was like, oh, that's definitely not, like, they should be there by now, it's 48-hour tracked. So I've tracked the order, and tell me why it says delivered on the 30th, which was 2 days ago. Delivered on the 30th, delivered to where, you ask? The safe place. So I thought, oh great, it's been delivered to the safe place, not to worry. So I then had a look at the photo that has been left. The safe place is an open bin. I can see my lovely iced ring coasters sat in the white box in a bin with like bottles of just like general rubbish in a wheelie bin, like halfway down a wheelie bin. So I was like, oh please don't say that this was days ago that bin has been taken. Like, please, just by some miracle the bin hasn't been taken and the poor customer will have to go through the bin. And I sent her that and she obviously replied saying the bins were taken yesterday. So all that time, all that effort, all that wait time for the customer, and they've literally gone in the back of a bin, crushed. Because apparently a safe place is a bin. I don't know why ever. Even if, like, one, a customer can't put a bin as a safe place, and two, even if you could, it says on the Royal Mail website a bin is not a like suitable safe place, so please don't put bin because we won't leave it in a bin. Well, apparently you will leave it in a bin. So that's made me really sad because I feel really bad for the customer. I feel bad for myself. I'm going to obviously take it up with Royal Mail, which is just a faff in itself. They should have an easier process when they've done something wrong to try and get a refund for it. I don't even think I'll get a refund if I'm being completely honest. Sorry, I'm supposed to be talking and working at the same time. Yeah, so I'm going to remake them for her. That's what she's asked for, which I said, of course. Whether I'll get the money back or not, I don't think so, but I just want to make sure my customer gets these coasters. And then I always like panic with things like this because I'm like, well, what if it happens again? Like, I feel like I need to be on it with just tracking until that, because they're probably going to just leave it in the bin again. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but yeah, that's very sad. I'm so bad at bows, like really bad. I mean, they look kind of cute. It does look cute, but it's just not really a bow. But I still think it's cute. I know I'm only on the third one of packing these, but I really am enjoying packing them so much. I obviously love packing my vases, but I feel like there's slightly more pressure when you're packing a vase to like, just, I don't know, because it's obviously more, these canvases are fragile, but I feel like a vase is just slightly more fragile and you've got to make sure like you cover every part of the box. And I just feel like these are really fun because I can make them look really cute. I'm just enjoying it. Okay, that is Gail's order done. Next up, we're doing Nancy. I also really wanted to do like a Chatty packing video, but I've got the worst toothache ever, so I just want to be like mute. It's my wisdom teeth. Not fun. Not fun at all. It's been hurting for like 3 days now, and I'm just dreading it if I have to go to the dentist. Like, I'm trying everything to get it to go on its own. Like, I've tried gel from the pharmacy, I've tried saltwater rinses, which is not fun at all, and yeah, I'm just really hoping that it's definitely gone down, so I'm just keeping my fingers crossed. And I'm also off next, is it next week? I think next week. Me and my fiance are going away for the night, which I can't wait for. I'm just really looking forward to a little break from the business, because it's gonna be, I feel like once it gets to August, which obviously we are in August now, it gets very like, what's that word, like imminent. The festive period, oh, I've got this one too short, I think. The festive period is like fast approaching for a small business when it gets to August. I need to make sure that I've got my autumn collection. This is the tiniest bow. That is such a small little bow. It barely has any dangle bits. Yes, what was that saying? I really want to get, so obviously, sorry, this is so loud. My plan is to have another restock on the 16th of August, because I've got people asking me when the biscuit canvases are coming back, and then there's some things from the summer stock that people didn't manage to get that they would like to grab. So I want to do like a final restock on the 16th of any summer designs that possibly won't be staying in the shop after that. And then I'm thinking probably 1st of September. I don't think that's a Friday, and usually I do my restocks on a Friday. But yeah, I'm thinking 1st of September for the autumn collection. And I've got some really cute ideas. If you have any ideas that you would like me to do, please let me know. But I do have some ideas already. I only have one thing made that I made weeks ago for the autumn collection. It's technically not like autumny, it's like fantasy. Obviously certain books are coming out in October, which I cannot wait for. So yeah, it's kind of to do with that, a little fantasy vase. And yeah, I want to do pumpkin things. I've had this ghost idea, and I've had the stock to do it for honestly probably like 2 months at this point, so I can't wait to do that and just see how it turns out. And yeah, not long after that, which is so scary to say, will be festive. And I'm not even joking, I've had like honestly the last few days things have been popping in my head. I've been adding things to my notes for the festive collection. I am really excited because have I put everything in that one? I think I did. Yeah, I did. I just feel like we have a lot of new people since last Christmas. Last Christmas is when things had just started picking up for me, and yeah, I feel like I've just got so many new customers that won't have ever seen an Our Forever Utopia Christmas launch, which is very, very exciting. Okay, Nancy's order is done. And we have 2 more to pack. So we have Rosie and Hasina. So I'm gonna quickly pack these ones, and then literally, what time is it? I bet you the time's like, it's 3:45 already. 3:45. I've been down here doing this since 1 o'clock, and I've barely got anything even done. That is crazy. Just made myself a quick cup of tea, and we're on 4:10. I really want to be done by 6, so I'm going to get straight on. I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to get my pieces of bubble wrap off first so I don't have to take it off for each one, and then we can go through and pack each order. Sometimes I use scissors and sometimes I just use my hand. Sometimes I find it quicker to just rip it with my hand, but obviously you get a better like line with the scissors. First order is the pink blueberry stripe vase. I love this one so much, and this is for Hannah, so thank you so much, Hannah. I've actually just remembered this is a replacement because it arrived cracked in half, which is beyond sad. It's so rare that my items do arrive broken, but when they do, it literally hits you so hard in the soul. So I'm going to make sure this one is really, really well wrapped. Sometimes I think you want to, like, when something like this happens, it's like, well, I want to like wrap it again and again, but sometimes I find if I do that, it makes it worse, like if it has no room at all to breathe kind of thing. So I am just going to leave it like that, but I'm going to make sure I pack the box properly. Fingers crossed that that now does arrive in one piece. I'm gonna put some extra fragile tape on, and hopefully, fingers crossed, forgot to put the thank you card in. I'm not going to open it because it is a replacement order anyway, so she has already received the postcard, so technically I didn't need to do another one anyway, but hopefully we get another order with somebody called Hannah. You know when you just make like a really good cup of tea, like you actually surprise yourself because you've made a really good tea? I can't wait for my evening tonight as well. Obviously, like I said, it is a Sunday today, and yeah, me and my fiance have both been working all day today, so he's finishing at 7 and I'm hoping to finish at about 6:30 so that I can get showered. I need to wash my hair, and then we're having a Chinese takeaway tonight, and we are watching Avengers, which I can't wait for. We're on the final, I think it's the 4th film, Avengers Endgame, and then obviously the new one comes out, Doomsday comes out, I want to say like, it's towards the end of the year, but I can't, is it November maybe? But I've never seen them before and I've thoroughly enjoyed them. I'm quite like, what's the word? Like, I like a wide array of things. My only one that I'm not great with is horrors. Like, I like a horror that's more like a thriller. If it's like really gory and like, it's just, I spend half the time not looking at the screen, so I don't even know what's going on. So yeah, what else have we watched recently? We also watched Bird Box, which has Sandra Bullock in. It came out in 2018, but I'd never like really heard of it, but we watched it the other night. It was incredible. Honestly, 10 out of 10. If you need a movie and you've not watched that before, really, really good. Can't think what else we've watched recently, but I love getting film recommendations because me and my fiance take it in turns to pick a film, and I have like a list on my phone of potential options. So if you have any films that you would really recommend, definitely let me know. So Ellie's order is the iced ring, and I'm making sure she gets her postcard because I think this is her first order. I'm also adding in the warning card. business card and a care card of how to look after your vase. Next up is Georgia, and this order is for the custard bud. I had quite a few custard bud orders in the last restock, which I love making them. I will never complain about my little custard buds. It's like a reward every time I pack one. I have a sip of tea. Next is the custard cream stripe vase, and this is for Andrea. Andrea? I'm gonna say Andrea. Next up is the very first Grandma's Biscuit trinket dish to be shipped out. This is going to Holly. I'm so excited. I haven't actually painted these yet. They're still being drying, so this was the initial kind of one to show off the new product, and Holly is the lucky customer who's getting hers first. Next up is Abby's order for the avocado bud and the ice cream bud. Next is another one of my favourites for the sunset stripe, and then a pack of biscuit magnets as well. And this is for Katie. It's now 25 to 5, so I've just done 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in 15 minutes. I've just done 7 in 15 minutes, so that's not bad at all. And I was taking sips of tea through that. So this is the little pile we've got going on so far. There's our little stack, and yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I am gonna put the camera on charge though, because it is gonna die. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep going with the orders that we've got on the floor, and then I'll come back to you all once you've had a little bit of charge. I just got completely in the zone, and this is how we're looking. And this is the final 3 orders, so I thought we could pack the final 3 together. So the first one out of the 3 is the olive vase. I love this one so much, considering I have never eaten an olive. It's never appealed to me. The thought of putting one in my mouth, no. However, as a vase, it looks pretty cool. So this is for Alice. I think Alice has ordered a couple of times from me before. I did have this in one of the smaller boxes, and then I've decided that it's just probably safer to put it in a bigger one so that I've got a bit more room to add in some more packaging. Because the last thing we want, like I said, is anything breaking, because it's just so sad when that happens. So fingers crossed. Again, this makes it in one piece. Second order out of the 3 is for the iced bud vases, and this is for, oh, how do we pronounce that? Sierra maybe? Kyra maybe? I think this is somebody who follows me on TikTok, but thank you so much for your order. And the final order for today's packing session is for Natasha, and she ordered the daisy frame and the iced ring vase. And that is the final order of this packing session. We've just hit 6 o'clock, so this is what a 5-hour packing session looks like. Now, if I wasn't filming, taking other content, taking pictures, etc., I would get this done a lot quicker, but it is still hours of work. It's still a really lengthy process, but this makes me feel so proud and so grateful to all my lovely customers who've ordered these items, and it's just so amazing when I'm packing them up thinking that these are actually made with my hands and they're going to people's homes for people to admire and hopefully make them smile. And yeah, it's just incredible. I'm so grateful for the success of my restocks and how my business is going right now. And yeah, it's just the best feeling in the world, even if it is really tiring and a lot of work. Honestly, this is just everything I've wanted. So yes, I'm very grateful. Thank you so much for joining me and packing with me, and hopefully you've enjoyed watching. If you did get to this point in the video, leave down below, because I'll be having my Chinese in like an hour and a half and I can't wait. Leave down below your favourite like comfort food when you're not feeling too great, like your go-to favourite food, use an emoji and tell me what your favourite food is. Technically mine isn't Chinese, it's pizza, but I love a Chinese as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I will hopefully see you all in the next one.